Now for another forgotten piece of Gen X sauce. Gen X Tube has always spat out Back to the Future, Goonies, never-ending story memorabilia, and very little else, because those are the movies which made money and, more importantly, the only movies which make the GooTube money. There were a lot of other movies which no one can make a video about, because they were flops. That's not a problem for this channel, because it's permanently demonetized and no one watches it anyway. Back in the day, this was scribbled on signs in video stores all the time. But young lions couldn't figure out what it said because they weren't able to read cursive yet, and they couldn't decipher Shakespeare quotes. Something wicked this way comes was a Shakespeare quote. In fact, lions still can't decipher Shakespeare quotes even though they can decipher most GooTube videos at 2x. Something wicked this way comes was a flop, and yet it always brought back intrigue for lions. The intrigue was really the idyllic early 20th century Midwest town, the villain. A lot of novel visuals like the villain throwing papers in the street, a lightning rod salesman. The carnival was analogous to the Alameda County Fair in Lion Mines. Every summer, it came and went like the movie. The date was never given, but we see incandescent light bulbs, early cars, early telephones, no radio or TV. All they had was each other for entertainment. The music was by the one and only 28-year-old James Horner. Horner died in 2015 in a plane crash. Mr. Dark became the lifelong image of a villain to some of us. A guy with a short beard and a mane, basically. He gave manes a bad name. The barber's longing for women made a lot of us at that age fear being alone later on. It was a bigger deal in the 80s, but not so much now. The IMDb shows it being set in a fictional Greentown, Illinois. The only pirate copy ever released was in 720 by 400 potato quality. The Goog shows some efforts to remake it into another movie set in the 80s. But more likely we're just going to get more Superman reboots. This was an AI replication of the most relaxing voice on GooTube, accidentally graceful, before she got married. Not so relaxing after she got married. Unfortunately, there's just not as much value in replicating a reference voice as there is in making intelligible inflections and phrasing, which F5TTS can't do any better than Festival did 30 years ago. Neither can F5TTS run in real time on a Lion budget like Festival could. It might show promise in generating unintelligible, synthetic ASMR, but for communicating information, the Android speech synthesis library is still the leader.